Hello there, and welcome to another edition of the Ask Dr. Jack Show. I am Dr. Jack Bielitz, chiropractor in Omaha. Not here trying to give medical advice, just trying to give you great information that you can use and you can easily find out on the internet yourself.
Hello everybody, I'm Aaliyah, Dr. Jack's assistant. We're going to switch gears a little bit with the new year, and we're going to talk about acne and maybe some of the causes of acne and some of the treatments of acne. So what is acne?
Okay, so basically acne is what happens when the pores in the skin get clogged and they produce stuff and then it shows up as a pimple on your face. At least that's the commonly held traditional belief of what acne is.
Right. So it is not caused purely by being a teenager and hitting puberty. It
Yes.
can be a factor.
Yes, definitely a factor.
It is far from the only factor.
Yes. All right, so there's a couple of different ways that the traditional people, because here's the thing, acne sucks. I mean, there are kids that are scarred for life, you know, because of what their friends say to them when they're in this age. And God, it sucks, because I had acne. Some people didn't.
I didn't have acne.
All right, but I did, and it was horrible, you know, with the little pimples and the way kids made fun of you and stuff like that. And mine wasn't really super bad, but still wasn't very good. And so, anyway, there's a few things that you can do. Like when I was a kid, I did all those scrubs and lotions and stuff like that. And I got to tell you, none of them really worked. You know, they just didn't. You know, I eventually just had to grow out of that acne stage. And but let's talk about some of the things that are available to people from the medical side, and then we'll bring in to maybe a little different way of looking at acne so that you can kind of maybe have some ideas on how you can help that.
Right. So a common one that's used is antibiotics. Given the theory that there's a bacteria that is causing your pores to clog up and then causing the pimples, the acne. The problem with antibiotics is you can't just make an antibiotic just work on your face. When you take something like that, it's going to kill the bacteria throughout your entire body, and we need bacteria for various things, probably most importantly digestion.
And there's bacteria in the adrenal gland, there's bacteria in every single organ, because bacteria takes up space. And it can actually be very, very important for all kinds of areas. So just taking a basic antibiotic destroys all that, and your whole body gets out of kilter and out of whack when you do that.
Yeah. Ever notice how sick you get after an antibiotic round?
It's crazy. Yeah.
Anyway,
so the second thing that you can do is take a medication which decreases the amount of oil production in your body, which sounds like it's a great idea because, hey, if we don't have the oil being produced by our skin glands, then they won't be there to clog up, so what's the big deal? But the problem is that just like antibiotics, you can't get the antibiotics just to go to your face. It goes throughout your whole body. Same thing with the oil production. You don't just stop the oil production in your face. It stops oil production throughout your whole body. And that leads to all kinds of bad issues. I mean, we need oil in our bodies. So that's a thing that is not a good way to do it.
And then the last one would be anti-inflammatories. When you take an anti-inflammatory, it can have an effect on your cardiovascular system and also your intestines, your digestion. So it's not necessarily a great solution just to fix something on your face.
Okay, so let's talk about something a little more natural, because I'll tell you what, the latest research is really telling us where the acne is coming from. And what we're seeing is that it's part of the system that we call insulin resistance. And basically in insulin resistance, your body, now this doesn't happen to everybody, and that's why not everybody has acne. You know, like, for instance, somebody like Aaliyah didn't have acne, but look at her body too. She doesn't gain a lot of weight. You know, she can eat a lot of really crappy foods and not gain weight.
Not that we recommend that.
No, but I'm just saying, you know, there are just some people that are like that. And so, like, that's one of the reasons why she didn't have the acne problem, is because she was not having a problem with insulin resistance. Somebody like me, where as soon as I gain some weight, it goes right to my belly, that is the type of person that's more likely to have had acne or maybe still has acne because of the way your body is processing certain foods. And basically the big food that my body and those of everybody else that have insulin resistance issues is starch. Basically what happens is when I ingest starch, my body does not break it down as efficiently as somebody like Aaliyah's. And so when the starch is being broken down, it causes the insulin in my body just to skyrocket, absolutely skyrocket. And it causes all kinds of issues when you have too much of that insulin hormone in my body, goes all over the place. And we talked about the fact, okay, so most of the starch that we eat comes from grains because starch is what little seeds use to start growing when they're dug in the dirt. And so any type of grain is basically a seed, and so all grains have starch in them. And so basically what happens is that you have all this starch going through, causes all this insulin to go through your body, and now this insulin is everywhere and it's producing all kinds of crazy things, but it's also causing a lot of inflammation. And that inflammation is toxins that have to come out, and that's exactly what the acne is toxins coming out of your skin. So if you have a child or if you yourself have issues with acne, go at the very least gluten-free. And I would highly recommend you take it a step further and go grain-free, because if you do that, you've got a really, really good chance of eliminating the acne from your diet. Plus, you're going to be a heck of a lot healthier the rest of your life if you do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. Your body has to get rid of what it doesn't like one way or another. And I mean, we have our digestion system. It can come up the other way, and it can come out through our skin. And it's a big part of acne, getting rid of those hormones and stuff through your hormones and toxins through your skin.
All right. So that's it for this episode of the Ask Dr. Jack Show. Hope you learned something. Please share this with people that that could really use this information.
With everybody.
With everybody. That's right.
Comment below, and we'll see you next time.
Stay healthy, Omaha.